Poppy skipped ahead with an excited bounce in her step, her newly braided hair swaying behind her like a crimson pendulum. You followed her through twisting corridors, past old conveyor belts and abandoned workstations. The factory's stale air smelled faintly of dust and old metal, yet somewhere ahead a faint sweetness drifted, almost like an old perfume long forgotten. Poppy stopped in front of a small door tucked between two towering shelves. It was half hidden by hanging torps and crates stacked haphazardly. "This is it," she whispered eagerly. "I think I think no one's opened it in years." You brushed aside the tarp and pushed gently on the door. It groaned in protest, hinges stiff and unused, but it opened enough for you both to slip inside. A soft glow met you, dusty, golden light filtering through a small circular window. The room was tidy and cozy, almost like a forgotten backstage dressing room. A cracked vanity mirror sat against the wall, covered in a thick blanket of dust. Faded posters curled on the walls, showing early sketches of toy designs. A furry little chair with missing ribbons waited quietly beside a shelf full of old brushes, ribbons, and empty perfume bottles. Poppy's voice softened. "This must have belonged to one of the designers. A place where they came to rest." Poppy wandered through the vanity, running her fingertips along the dusty surface. Her reflection, soft, porcelain, and bright, appeared beneath the grime as she swept her hand in a circle on the mirror. "This room feels gentle," she said quietly, "like someone poured their heart into it." You looked around and noticed an ornate wooden box tucked beneath a vanity. Curious, you pulled it out. The box was carved with swirling patterns and tiny stars. The latch rusted, but still holding firm. Poppy leaned close, her blade sliding over her shoulder like a red silk rope. "Oh, what's that?" she whispered. You carefully opened the box. Inside, cushioned in faded velvet, lay a collection of hair accessories, antique-looking clips, delicate ribbons, and tiny fabric blossoms. Poppy's breath hitched in a throat, eyes sparkling like glass catching kindling. "They're beautiful," she murmured, reaching out but stopping just short, as though afraid to disturb them. "Do you think?" She paused, then smiled slightly. "Maybe one of these will work nice in my blade?" You lifted a small ivory clip shaped like a flower. It had tiny gold details, still elegant despite the years. Poppy sat on the flowy chair, hands folded in her lap, waiting with a soft, hopeful smile. You stepped behind her again, gently brushing a finger along her blade to find the perfect spot. The room was quiet, except for the distant hum of machinery somewhere far below. Poppy relaxed instantly, her shoulders lowering, her expression sincere. "It feels comforting when you touch my hair," she whispered, "like someone's taking care of me. I never had that before." You clipped the ivory flower near the top of her blade. The soft glow from the window made the gold detailing shimmer like morning sunlight. Poppy touched the clip with awe. It's perfect. But before you could stand again, Poppy touched your sleeve. Um, could we stay a little longer? She asked, voice soft. I want to do something too. She hopped off the flowy chair and patted the seat. Please, sit here. You sat, feeling the cushioned fabric give under your weight. The air smelt faintly of old perfumes and night dust. Light filtered through the round window, painting Poppy in ribbons of gold. She climbed up onto a stack of old clothes behind you so she could reach comfortably. Her porcelain hands covered for a moment. Yeah, her porcelain hands hovered for a moment as if gathering courage. You braided my hair so gently, she murmured. I want to do something nice for you too. Her fingertips brushed her hair, tentative at first, then more confident, feather-light, and calming. Poppy hummed quietly as she worked, the same sweet tune you had heard earlier in the morning. Her touch was cool but soothing, moving slowly as though she was memorizing the shape of every strand. You have very thoughtful hair, she said softly. It listens. It sits nicely. It sits nicely. It doesn't fight back like mine. Her giggle was soft, warm, and airy, like a tiny bell. She continued working, gently adjusting pieces here and there, combing through with her porcelain fingers. The room felt smaller and cozier now, safer, with her so close behind you. At one point, Poppy paused and leaned forward a little, her blade falling over her shoulder as she examined her work. You look calmer already, she whispered, like the room is wrapping you up, the same way it did for me. She reached to the vanity, selecting a simple ribbon, pale cream colored, soft and elegant. I want you to have something too, she said, and with delicate precision, she tied the ribbon gently into your hair. There, something warm, something soft. Her voice was proud. Something that says you're not alone here. Finishing, she stepped in front of you and clasped her hands behind her back, walking on her heels. How does it feel? She asked, eyes bright with hopeful courtesy. I I haven't done I I haven't done that for anyone before. You reached up and touched the ribbon. It felt gentle, like a promise woven in fabric. Poppy smiled, oh my God. Poppy smiled, full and genuine. I'm glad. I'm really glad. She moved closer, resting her small porcelain hand on your arm. It feels nice, doesn't it? Helping each other? Poppy now sat beside you on the furry chair, leaning her shoulders lightly against yours. Her braid slid across your side like a silken rope. This room really is a safe place now, she said in a whisper. Oh, please. She held onto your arm gently, not clinging, not scared, just wanting to be close. If if things ever get frightening, she murmured, we can come back here and just breathe. She closed her eyes for a moment, letting the quiet wrap around both of you like a soft blanket. The hidden room felt warmer now, filled not with dust and forgotten themes, but with something gentle, something shared, comfort.